I ain't got for no passion. I'm right here. I let anybody feel it. I put it all of you, nigga. I shoot it all of y'all niggas. I'm right here. Shoot it all of y'all. 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 I ain't ready for nobody. I ain't happy for nobody. I ain't got for nobody. I'm right here. I let anybody feel it. I put it all of you, nigga. I shoot it all of y'all niggas. I'm right here. What up, 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 what up? Welcome to another episode of the Positive Perspective Podcast. I'm your host, man, Dr. Swanberg. No medical doctorate, just out here trying to enlighten some niggas on some game. Some things you may know, some things you may not know. Some things you may even question your own self about. You feel me? I just need everybody to know that these YNs, they giving out these bullets for free. But them funerals are gonna cost your family a fee. So let's get into it. Today's topic is about all these motherfuckers missing, man. It's a lot of fucking people missing, yo. Soon as all this UFO and alien and aliens and shit, as soon as all that come out and play itself, everything is like, they like, no, yo, we gotta get him out of here. We gotta get her out of here. We gotta get both of them yos out of here. We gotta get all them yos out of here. You feel me? That shit's crazy. And it's about 12, 13, 14, 15 motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is end up missing. Motherfuckers then, man, listen. I don't like this type of shit. Because at the end of the day, if you know too much, they gonna get you the fuck up out of here. They definitely gonna get you the fuck up out of here. 100%. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga know too much, you're gone. And that's sad to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's a horrible thing to even think about. Like, yo, I got all this information, but I can't even speak about it or elaborate on what the fuck I know. Because as soon as I get to hitting motherfuckers with the real knowledge, they gonna get me the fuck up out of here, bruh. You know how fucked up that is? To know that, like, back in the day, bruh, them old niggas, you know what I'm saying, that I knew, you know what I'm saying, a lot of niggas probably ain't even still here no more. But when them motherfuckers was hitting me with knowledge and information, nigga, I was soaking that shit up like a fucking sponge, bruh. Real shit. Nigga tell you some shit, and you be like, man, that nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. Then maybe a couple years later, you know what I mean? You might be like, damn, you know what? That shit makes sense now. Because a lot of young niggas don't understand and respect when older niggas try and teach him something. They be like, man, that nigga old. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. And I was one of them young niggas. I can't even say and lie to you. I was one of them young niggas. Sat back and like, man, what the fuck? I nigga know what the fuck he talking about. Nigga go outside, get locked the fuck up 5 minutes later. You feel me? And that's me speaking about myself. I ain't speaking about nobody else. That's just the way that shit go, man. But I'm saying all this shit to say it's not a coinky dank that all these people just come up missing. Like, that shit don't make no sense, man. It makes no sense whatsoever. All these people shouldn't just come up missing, yo. And I'm about to show this motherfucking, I'm about to show this clip, bruh. Cause this shit is important, bruh. Like, this is why I say, yo, if you know too much, motherfuckers be trying to get you the fuck up out of here, bruh. That shit is not a fucking joke, bruh.
Thanks for staying with us here at Live Now from Fox. Turning our attention now to a story that we are following closely, and it's making national headlines right now. The Trump administration has directed federal agencies to investigate whether a series of deaths and disappearances among scientists with high-level security clearances are.
This is a ChatGPT for Airbnb. This new income assistant is trained to find you
without being discovered because of different.
Run it back.
Turning our attention now to a story that we are following closely, and it's making national headlines right now. The Trump administration has directed federal
decades without being discovered because of different locations. When you have different jurisdictions doing investigations, very often these
No, bitch. We run that shit all the way back.
Our attention now to a story that we are following
closely. You talking about with your goofy
national headlines right now. The Trump administration has directed federal agencies to investigate whether a series of deaths and disappearances among scientists with high-level security clearances are linked. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the probe following reports that 11 individuals tied to sensitive military, nuclear, and aerospace research have been affected. A lot to discuss. So joining us next onto the program is Randy Sutton. He is a retired Las Vegas police lieutenant and also founder of the Wounded Blue. Randy, good morning.
Good morning.
So, Randy, we were talking a little bit behind the scenes here. This story, quite fascinating. A lot of people are focused on this. I need to hear your thoughts, though. 11 scientists working on high-level research with high-level clearance. What sticks out to you now that you know that the White House is launching an official probe?
This is a really interesting situation.
All right, look, let me say this real quick, man. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this shit real fast. How the fuck he know what the fuck going on? And these motherfuckers ain't just like, it wasn't like one right at the another, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like years of the fact that these motherfuckers just miraculously just died all of a sudden. No. Motherfuckers got information and the government is getting these motherfuckers up out of here, bro. Bottom line. That's the only way that this shit works. Continue.
I don't believe we've seen this quite literally ever before. What began as some internet chatter has now developed into a full-blown investigation by some of the largest federal agencies in the country. We're talking about the FBI will be taking the lead, as it should. But other agencies will be involved. Department of Defense, there will be the Department of Energy, any federal agency that has lost someone or that someone has been connected to that has either been deceased. There are some that have been unsolved murders. Others have been tragic accidents that may or may not be accidents. And so they're going to be looking for any connection. And this is a big investigation. There's a lot of work to be done here and will require a lot of resources. Now, without a shadow of a doubt, over the time period that we're talking about, people will die. That's the natural way of things. And we don't want to be paranoid here, but it is, as a law enforcement professional, we really don't believe in coincidences. So this is something that needs to be looked at, and that means a fresh set of eyes on all these investigations.
I want to bring up a social media post courtesy of Fox News. It includes a map of the last known locations of all of those scientists. House Oversight Chair James Comer telling Fox also there's a high possibility that something sinister is taking place here. So, I mean, when we look at this map, and we're going to bring it up here full, Randy, and we see that this has taken place across the country, there's not really a central location here that would offer that, I guess, really secure link that is possibly what's being looked at here. As we follow this investigation, what sticks out to you possibly from the dates, the locations?
Well, the randomness here is what really sticks out to me. And, you know, if you look at a large-scale investigation, let's look at serial killers. You know, how some serial killers literally have been able to go for decades without being discovered because of different locations. You know, when you have different jurisdictions doing investigations, very often these investigations don't cross-reference because these agencies aren't talking to each other. And in a situation like this, where you have multiple agencies in multiple locations all over the country, to put a pattern together is really, really challenging. So this is going to be a very challenging investigation for the FBI and these other agencies.
When we also talk about the 11 scientists that we're discussing here, you mentioned something right off the top, which is that some of them are dead at this time, as some were killed. Others are missing. What's the purpose of linking missing person cases with also deceased cases? What are these initial, I guess, links that would have investigators say all of this needs to be looked at together instead of separately?
Well, okay, when you're talking about investigations of this nature, victimology is critical. That is, when I say victimology, that means that the investigators will have to go through the backgrounds of every single one of these. When I say go through the backgrounds, I don't mean do a cursory background check. I mean they have to dive deep into the past of all of these individuals and try to determine, is there a link between them? Did they all work on one project together? What possible a connection could there be to all of these men and women? And that's
what do you mean, bro?
To this investigation.
See, that's the thing, yo. Motherfuckers be talking about what's the connection. If y'all all in the same situation, how the fuck you gonna ask a nigga what's the connection? How you gonna ask a nigga what's the connection? How? Like, that don't even make sense, bruh. That don't even make sense, man. And you know what? I'ma even go this further. I gotta make a phone call, bro. Make a phone call. Gotta make a phone call, bro.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Pop?
Hey.
I had a question for you. You on the podcast. I just wanted to know how you feel about all those like scientists and shit like that. Like just disappearing or just they're unalived at this point. Like how you feel about that? Just real quick, cause it sounded like you watching a movie. Just real quick.
Well, like I said, it seems like I said I heard about it about maybe a month ago, and then it seemed like okay, this seems kind of weird, and then within a week after that, I had heard about it again, and it just seemed like no one was had really been talking about this, and the way they described it with everyone involved with the UFOs or something really secretive. It seemed like more information would have been presented by the government as far as some type of investigation. Then I heard about it again. Then I saw it on television. Right. Then I kept reading about it, and obviously it's become more public. But the government seems to be just, not being forthcoming with any information, as if they don't, like they're just hiding, like they've been hiding this, keeping it a secret, like no one would notice. Right. Because of all the incidents occurring so frequently over, say, a year and a half's period of time, and everyone being related to the same thing as far as occupation with the UFOs or whatever the secret is. It's like now they're trying to figure out how to go ahead and keep it under wraps.
Right.
And yes, say, okay, yes, we'll go ahead and run an investigation now. It's like, well, how can others know about this and you're claiming like you don't know about it? Seems like there's something that they are afraid, the government is afraid. These scientists, doctors, professors, whatever they were, whatever their exact profession was,
right,
they were afraid that they were going to go ahead and leak out something very important that they didn't want the public to know.
Right.
The only way to go ahead and make sure it would be a secret is to go ahead and just eliminate them. That's how the government works. That's how the government, the CIA, the government has always worked. That's how they roll. The United States, is the way that they operate is we will go by any means necessary to go ahead and keep things under wraps.
Right.
The public does not need to know. Really, the public does need to know.
Right.
That's what it is. So in order to go ahead and make sure the secret is not revealed, you have to eliminate those who pose a threat, which would be these individuals.
No,
it's too much
of
a coincidence. It's just too much of a coincidence for all these people to be going down like this.
Yeah. Hey, Pop, I ain't trying to hold you up. I just wanted to hit you real quick because I definitely needed your perspective on that. I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, not a problem, man. Just get to me tomorrow.
All right, Pop. Love you, man.
Okay. All right, love you.
So, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the situation, man. Because at the end of the day, man, this shit real, man. Motherfuckers be out here talking about they don't believe in no motherfucking aliens and all that shit, man. Listen, government got some shit that's going on and they don't want you to know. So, hold up. Let me run it back. Let me run it back to myself. I'm gonna run it back to myself. Bruh, the government don't give a fuck about you, bruh. They don't give a fuck about you. The government don't mean shit to you. It's motherfuckers that work for the government that don't pay taxes. But you gotta pay yours, though. What the fuck is going on out here? You got women in the United States that feel like they can disrespect the man, but the bitch can't go to Dubai and do that shit, right? Long as she in the fucking United States, she can belittle the fuck out you, bruh. Let's get back to this shit, man. Let's get back to this shit, yo. Because at the end of the day, man, I hate being disrespected, and I hate for a fucking person to tell me that I'm less than a person. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for it.
Or that someone has been connected to that has either been deceased. There are some that have been unsolved murders. Others have been tragic accidents that may or may not be accidents. And so they're going to be looking for any connection. And this is a big investigation. There's a lot of work to be done here and will require a lot of resources. Now, without a shadow of a doubt, over the time period that we're talking about, people will die. That's the natural way
People
of things.
will die.
And we don't want to be paranoid here, but it is
You
as a
need
law
to die,
enforcement
nigga.
professional, we really don't believe in
Oh shit, I
coincidences.
shouldn't have said that.
So this is something that needs to be looked at, and that means a fresh set of eyes on all these investigations.
My bad.
I want to bring up a social media post courtesy of Fox News. It includes a map of the last known locations of all of those scientists. House Oversight Chair James Comer telling Fox also there's a high possibility that something sinister is taking place here. So, I mean, when we look at this map, and we're going to bring it up here full, Randy, and we see that this has taken place across the country. There's not really a central location here that would offer that, I guess, really secure link that is possibly what's being looked at here as we follow this investigation. What sticks out to you possibly from the dates, the locations?
Well, the randomness here is what really sticks out to me. And, you know, if you look at a large-scale investigation, let's look at serial killers. You know, how some serial killers literally have been able to...
Ain't no serial killers, bitch. That shit got to deal with the whole simple fact that these motherfuckers don't live in the same locations. California is one of the biggest fucking states in the, Mexico. But, you know, we ain't getting into that. But, bruh, hey, you got like 3, 4, 5 of them motherfuckers in motherfucking California. You got one in, I don't even know, what the fuck is this one? What, Nevada? Whatever the fuck it is, bruh. You gotta understand, yo, once you do that diabolical shit, you gonna have to reside otherwise. And then you see the little shit, it say missing or deceased. So it's 3 motherfuckers that's missing, and the rest of them motherfuckers deceased. Stop playing, yo. Stop playing out here in these streets, bruh. Cause these motherfuckers don't care about what the fuck you got going on, Jay. Bottom line. Nobody cares about what the fuck you got going on. And if you talking too much, your ass gonna get the fuck up out of here, bruh. That's what the fuck yo, I swear to God, man. Listen. Please, yo. Please, somebody listen. You know what I mean? Hit the motherfucking like button. If you still alive, like and subscribe to this shit. Cause we going through some bullshit out here. And everybody sitting back. Bruh, I don't even have TikTok. Motherfuckers keep telling me, oh, well, just go and hop on TikTok and da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to. I don't feel the need to. I'm not trying to. This shit ain't. It's not fun for me. I'm just enlightening motherfuckers on game and information. I'm not trying to do this shit to get a million fucking views and a million likes. Like, all right, I get it. I understand that point of the whole situation. But at the end of the day, bruh, that's not what I'm here for. I know I ain't gonna be here forever. I'm just trying to get this shit fucking done, yo. If I can fucking enlighten anybody on this planet, one of my subscribers, one person that just been like, oh well shit, let me hit the fucking let me hit the motherfucking podcast shit on a YouTube tip, and they hear me, I would greatly appreciate it, bruh. Cause I don't sit here and I don't play games with niggas and I don't talk no goofy shit. I don't, bruh. I don't. I just want motherfuckers to understand and realize and understand what the fuck is going on. Cause motherfuckers don't really understand what's going on out here. Like in the world, bruh. This world is a diabolical fucking world, man. And even your family can manipulate you. If you in a fucked up position, your family can be like, nigga, oh, can you just come to me? And then now you think like, oh, this your best friend. Then next thing you know, they ask you for some bread or some goofy shit. Like, bruh, fuck, man, listen, man. Get your money, do what you gotta do, take care of your family, bruh. Straight up, man. That's all the fuck I gotta say about that shit. Real shit. Real shit, yo. Cause at the end of the day, yo, I know for a fact, yo, my son fucking hates my guts sometimes. But at the end of the day, he's going to understand that, yo, this nigga is really not trying to be disrespectful towards me. He just wants me to understand. Cause ain't nobody out here looking at me with my best interest at heart. I'm the only nigga that's out here looking and making sure that, nigga, yeah, I got you. Nobody else is doing that. Not your principal, not your cousin, not your friend in school. Nobody's looking out for you except for me. And I mean that shit. 9,000,000%. I don't give a fuck who watch this shit, who looking at it, who may want to watch it later. I don't give a fuck. I love the fuck out my son, yo. Like, that's my little nigga, for real, for real, for real. I don't play about that shit. I know motherfuckers be out here trying to do this shit for likes and all that. Nah, nigga, that's my nigga. Straight up. I ain't never gonna neglect that nigga. I ain't never been one of them goofy ass niggas that like to play and I want to sit here and play on this fucking podcast shit, but my son don't mean nothing to me. Nigga, that's my motherfucking world, bruh. That's my motherfucking world, yo. I mean that shit. I mean that shit. Let's get back to this motherfucking footage, bro. Yeah, cause I apologize. I mean, whoever the fuck watching this shit, but yeah, bro. I don't like that shit. That's my nigga.
Or that someone has been connected to that has either been deceased There are some that have been unsolved murders. Others have been tragic accidents that may or may not be accidents. And so they're going to be looking for any connection. And this is a big investigation. There's a lot of work to be done here and will require a lot of resources. Now, without a shadow of a doubt, over the time period that we're talking about, people will die. That's the natural way of things. And we don't want to be paranoid here, but it is, as a law enforcement professional, decades without being discovered because of different locations. When you have different jurisdictions doing investigations, very often these investigations
Why the fuck that shit do that?
The politics of this as well. We have politicians to separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. But the local investigators that were participants in each of these separate investigations, all of the documentation, all of the investigative reports, all of the interviews with the investigators. This is a massive challenge, and there may be something to it, or unfortunately, the reality is that this may be a series of coincidences. And while that is going to be hard to swallow for a lot of people, they have to look at this, with a non-jaundiced eye, and try to determine what is the truth. And there may be some of these individuals. We have unsolved murders involved here. That's a good thing that there will be fresh eyes on these investigations, because those are the ones that, and the missing persons investigations are really, really challenging for all of these investigators.
So now
How
what?
you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt. With Wix Harmony, I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe coding
That's how we do.
It's drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that. All right, let me try to make up a site to sell some.
I get it. Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Like theoretical
sandwich
and kombucha, aka
bitch.
site.
I had to do it like that, bro.
Something that you mentioned is that this has started with online chatter. A lot of people at home trying to put the pieces together here, because it is very interesting, this story, especially when you're talking about such a vast group of people that are dead or have gone missing, connected in some sort of way, though. People are most likely going to still dig in on their own, trying to connect these pieces. If they were to want to help investigators on this case, what would be your best advice to people that may think they have a tip or some kind of lead to push this along?
Well, since the FBI is the major agency that's going to be doing these investigations, you would want to contact the FBI. There will probably be, in the not too distant future, a phone number that is being given out by investigators that request anyone that has information to contact a specific number or a specific website that will try and
they ain't having it,
the people that want to participate or believe they have information to channel it through that. But I think that you're absolutely right when you say there's massive interest in this from all over, not just in the United States, but all over the world, because this is such a fascinating case.
Just putting up this map briefly here because, possibly anyone that has been in these areas during these specific time periods could have remembered something. Randy, as you mentioned, this is very fascinating to say the least. This story of the investigation is ongoing. Federal authorities now involved here. Is there anything else that you would like to add? Right off the top, you had said that you don't think you've ever seen anything like this. So something that you want our viewers to keep in mind as, again, we watch for these developments as this investigation progresses, and also just so we don't get lost in whatever kind of theories could be set out there, and really to keep us focused on what actually may have happened.
Oh, this is going to be a challenge for the United States government, because now that the president has weighed in, Comer's weighed in, I mean, everyone is involved in this: Congress, the Senate,
Yo, that shit
every
crazy, bro.
agency in the federal government. So trying to have a point of contact, if you will. Well, will it be Caroline Leavitt from the White House, or will it be someone from the FBI? But there does have to be central command, if you will, of that gives the information in a coherent fashion, so that it does make sense, and that people are given what they can be told. But this is a long-term thing. This is not a month-long investigation.
You,
this investigation could take years.
Yeah.
And but each one of these cases has to be taken separately, first of all, and an investigative team will be assigned to each one of these investigations to look at what has been done.
Yeah, fuck you, Jay. Cause at the end of the day, man, niggas ain't fucking with you, Jay. That shit diabolical. And we gonna end it off with that. All I'm gonna say is that I don't respect what the fuck motherfuckers got going on out here. I really don't, yo. And I don't wear Orioles hats just cause I'm from Baltimore, bitch. Nah, nigga. I respect the team and I respect myself. You understand? Let's get this shit over with, man. At the end of the day, bruh, we all gotta respect each other. We all gotta understand that, man, ain't no games to be played out here. No games. No fucking games, bruh. You got some shit you wanna say to a nigga, but you ain't tough enough to do it. Send him a text message. Be a bitch. Be a bitch. Be a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm tired of playing games out here with these niggas, man. Yo, I swear to God, yo. I just be trying to understand where people at in this world. A nigga said some disrespectful shit to me earlier and I laughed at him. Why did I laugh at him? Because it's better than having to go sit down the bookings. That 16 I was sitting down the bookings. Nigga, if anybody know what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga, yeah. Hit that motherfucking like button. Straight up. Nigga ever punch a nigga in the mouth and had to go to jail for that shit or anything like that, my nigga, hit the motherfucking like button, bruh. Yeah. I ain't perfect, bruh. I ain't never been no perfect individual ever in my life. I promise you. And there's some motherfuckers that probably actually be watching this shit and be like, yo, you know what? I remember that nigga. He never was perfect. He was a good nigga, but he wasn't perfect. Check me out. Dr. Swanberg, yo, this been another episode of the Positive Perspective Podcast, man. Straight up. Always remember, yo, the streets don't play fair. But your mindset you can control, right? Your mindset you can control, whether you're a old nigga or a young nigga. Keep your head up. Keep your game tight. Keep your heart solid. And until next time, bruh. Stay smart, stay strong, and most fucking importantly, yo. And I gotta say this shit for real. If it's cool, you know what I'm saying, with my little couple subscribers. You know what I mean? I ain't got no whole bunch of subscribers. And I ain't looking for no whole bunch of subscribers. But I wanna say this, man. I need to speak on this shit, man. It's a lot of motherfucking people, bro, that I don't fuck with. There's a lot of people that I don't fuck with. I got love for them, but I don't fuck with them. So, I just wanted to say that to say, yo, every single fucking day when I get in my car, bro, I got rosaries, and I didn't just buy them bitches just to have them. Like, those shits have sentimental value. Bruh, I say family, friends, enemies, watch over. Nigga, even if you hating on me, G. I respect you and I love you for real. Nigga, catch me when you can, you bitch ass hating ass nigga. You feel me? And I just and that shit just motivates me to go ahead and keep doing what the fuck I need to do. You understand? Nigga, my motherfucking lady don't even love me every day. But she love me every day, if that makes sense. So, motherfucker, all y'all hating ass niggas, man, just keep hating on me. You understand? And stay the fuck out the way. We out.